It's time for some super spoilers. What's going on, my YouTuber subscribers? Hope you guys are having a great day because Superman 2025 is officially in theaters this weekend for the entire world to go see. You need to go see it. I got a spoiler-free review. You can go check that out, see what I thought about the movie without spoilers. So now I'm gonna talk to you about the movie with spoilers. If you haven't seen Superman, you don't care about spoilers. Let's just get into the movie and its spoilers, because there are some spoilers to be had with this movie. I'm going to talk about the ending of the movie. There's 2 post-credit scenes. Don't worry. Maybe you should worry. Let's just get into it. Just stop talking. Stop talking. Here we go. Spoiler talk. Ending of the movie. Superman. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, first spoiler. Talk about the ending of the movie. We can shoot straight to the ending. Kara Danvers? Supergirl. She's in the movie. She makes a debut at the end of the movie right when Superman's done, arrested Lex Luthor because he was dickhead and shit just for taking out Superman. Why? That was a nice surprise that got the audience members like clapping and shit like, oh, yeah, because her movie's next. Yeah, Supergirl's, I think her movie is next. When I saw that, I was just like, you know what? I like that because it's harkening back to, the old school days of how these superhero movies used to be. One movie would connect to the next movie, and then that movie connect to the next movie. The next movie will be Justice League, and then, yeah, everything's coming together. So we're seeing Supergirl in her Supergirl costume, so because Clark Kent made a comic, he was like, oh, well, where was she at? It's like, oh, she just parties on other planets and stuff like that to have red suns because, we can get drunk and shit. That explains why, like, if we do get her movie next and we find out, oh, she was on this planet while Superman was doing that, she was doing this. And now she's back on Earth, and now they'll team up together for more adventures. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Like I said, I'm just kind of giving you the good shit now, so I don't bore you with the later shit. The first post-credit scene was just what you saw in the poster. It was just Superman and Krypto just hanging out on the moon, looking at the sun, and Krypto's being all cute, and then that was that. You expected some kind of big, like, oh, Batman's gonna show up, we're gonna see Batman and Superman team. No, it wasn't that. Even though there was a Gotham City, like, reference in the movie, like, when the debris and shit was falling, people were evacuating the city, it was like, oh, Gotham City was this way. The Gotham City. Gotham. Batman! Second post-credit scene was actually Superman, and Mr. Terrific. They were looking at this building because one of the main things that happened in the movie was Lex Luthor was messing with portals and shit to the multiverse. I know. They didn't call it the multiverse. It was kind of like it's this pocket dimension that I could just kind of, go through different dimension shit to get from one point to another. Think of it like the Tesseract. It's like I could open a portal from in here, and then that portal open up on another location. I could just go to there like that. And when they first went into it, I was thinking like, oh, portals and shit, multiverse. I don't follow in Marvel. Don't do that. But they pretty much explained it in a way that's like, okay, calm my nerves, because I don't want, like, I was so nervous that we were going to go through this little portal and shit and be like, oh, there's the DCU universe shit, Zack Snyder's universe. No, don't do that. Don't backtrack. Superman and Trigger, we're looking at this building that got split by that, and it's like, yeah, something's off with that. Oh, why am I such a jerk? Why? They're pretty much 2 post-credit scenes, just pretty much just like kind of like, one was like a, oh, that's a nice moment with Superman and Krypto. One was just pretty much like it was just a funny. So, do you gotta stay for it? Probably not. Just so you know, like, you don't have to stay for the post-credit scenes. You can, when the credits roll, you can just walk away and be like, yep, that was my Superman movie, and I liked it. Spoiler number 3, Ultraman. That's in the movie. Ultraman, who's like kind of Lex Luthor's kind of henchman and shit. You're one of those, like, people who have intuition like me, who can pick up all little details and shit. I was like, okay, obviously, here's the spoiler. Ultraman's actually a Superman clone. That clone's actually played by David Cornsweet. Superman. So yeah, you got 2 Supermans fighting each other and shit because it was established that Superman has been Superman for 3 years, and he's been on his Earth for 30 years or so. So throughout his battles and shit, Lex Luthor got some Superman DNA, and he pretty much made Ultraman. And yeah, because there's a moment where they break through the Fortress of Solitude, and it's like, oh, how could someone do that? They don't have my DNA. Only I can get into here. As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, it's a clone. Yeah, it has to be a clone. And sure enough, it was a clone. So Ultraman's the clone. Ultraman and Superman fighting each other and shit. And here's the point where Krypto becomes relevant. I know people in the movie like, why is Krypto in the movie? Why, James Gunn? Why? For this main point, because it's been established throughout the whole movie that Lex Luthor can, pretty much, enter cheat codes and shit to fight Superman because he knows Superman's moves throughout the 3 years they've been battling shit. But Ultraman's got these drones that pretty much are capturing and recording the whole fights and shit. So Superman tells Krypto, hey, can you kind of take those out for me? Krypto zips around, takes all the cameras, and now Superman can have his fair one-on-one. And he takes Ultraman out through a black hole. Yeah, there's a black hole in this movie too. A lot of shit happens. And that's your Ultraman spoiler. That's it. Those are pretty much the key main spoilers in this movie, more or less. That's the ending of the movie. Like I said, Superman fights Ultraman, who's actually a clone. 2 post-credit scenes that are kind of like, whatever, you don't have to see them. But also the main thing, like I said, what I love the most is that Superman, like I said, the whole point of this movie was Superman invaded this country or whatever to, save them, because they were ruled by a dictator, by a dickhead and shit. Almost immediately my mind goes to Superman Red Sun. It was like kind of that plot point, more or less. Superman like, yeah, I'm just imposing my will to save these people because you're, ruled by a dictator and shit. I didn't want that to happen. Those people would have died. Clearly a part in the movie where Lois Lane is interviewing Superman Clark Kent, and she just breaks it all down. She's really drilling him with these questions like, well, why would you do this? Why would you do that? I think I'm afraid of you. You shouldn't do that. Superman is just getting frustrated and he's getting mad and shit, and I'm thinking, don't you heat vision Lois Lane's face, don't do it. I know I would. That's why I wouldn't be Superman or any mutant, because when I get mad and shit, bad things happen. Superman is just like, I wanted to do it because it was the right thing to do, Lois. It was the right thing to do. And Lois Lane's pretty much just like, yes, I get that, but your actions have consequences, and you just can't go to another country and just, enforce your will. You just can't do that. That's not how America works. When this movie came out, like literally after the 4th of July, and has to deal with an illegal alien doing shit. Damn, the metaphors. I see you, James Gunn. I feel like that was like one of the main selling points in this movie to really hammer home that, yeah, Superman is, for as much superpowers and as godly as he is, he's still very much human. He says himself in the movie, like, yeah, I get mad, I get frustrated, things piss me off and shit, but at the end of the day, I'm still guy that wants to do right by his folks, and that's what I want to do. But one of the tipping points in the movie is the fact that he gets this message from his parents, the classic message like, yo, you were sent here for good and truth and justice and Christmas and puppies and shit. Half of that message got deleted or corrupted, so Lex Luthor breaks to the Fortress of Solitude and, corrupts it and shit, and everyone learns that, oh, he was sent to this earth to rule us and shit. So yeah, turn on Superman, turn on that alien. And there was a moment where Superman got so mad, he flew to LexCorp and confronted Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor just all calm about it and shit. It was one of the many, Lex Luthor Superman moments that was like, that this is perfect. This is perfect on-screen chemistry between David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult. But I think I'm gonna leave you with just that much. I want you to see the rest of the movie as a whole to really be like, oh yeah, this is Superman experience that I've been waiting for, and I liked it. Is it better than Man of Steel? I think overall it's better than Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel might have the action side more because just the last half of the last 30-45 minutes of Man of Steel was just straight up action. This movie did have action, very stylistic action, but nothing like super bombastic that's just feels like Transformers. So it feels like this is like a superhero movie, kind of like maybe a 2013 superhero movie, but it was still good because it had heart. And that's part. Superman is officially in theaters. You're gonna see it, you're not gonna see it. Let me know your thoughts, your spoilers. That's what it is. So hope you guys have a great weekend. Go see the movie. Let me know what you thought about it. And see you guys in the next video. As always, subscribe. Until next time.